All right, so I thought I would talk to you today about a property that's gone through the complete rehab process. If you want to go back and watch the video, I believe it's called Flip Number 2. I call this one The Gamble Paid Off because what I did in this particular example is we had a house that was pretty well trashed. It had a current footprint, and I took a gamble, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. So again, like we always do, we're going to review the decisions, or we're going to review the goals, and in this case, we're going to review the decisions that we had at the beginning. We're going to show you some before and after, and then we're going to talk about what was created at the completion of this. So again, this is the second flip. If you want to go back and watch that in detail about the squatters and how ugly it was and all of that. So in summary, it was in really bad shape. It clearly had been lived in by people who hadn't cared about it for months, and dare I say maybe even upwards of a year, which is I always find interesting when that happens, but it does, and that's a good thing, at least for me. It had trash everywhere. There was, as you'll see, I think in one of the pictures, it felt like there was trash up to your knees in most of the rooms, and they actually had tents in the backyard, and it was just it was bad. The current layout was 2 bedroom, 1 bath, just over 900 square feet. In fairness, the discount, we got this at a fair price. I think if you go back and watch flip number 2, I think it was $70,000 was the purchase price for this. But the good news, the condition scared most people away. And frankly, what I saw was what would ultimately be a blank canvas. What we did is we came in with a big old dumpster, and we actually filled it up 2.5 times, just throwing stuff away. And again, it was so bad that basically we gutted the entire house, bathroom, kitchen, everything. So while it was in a horrible condition, as long as you budget right and you know your numbers, I would buy a house like that all the time, frankly. This is where the gamble was. Right, it was 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It had a huge, I don't know what you would call it, family room, front room, whatever. It had a couple of odd sort of nooks and crannies in it that were not really usable for anything. But what we saw was the ability to perhaps create a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, basically tie into the existing plumbing and the like. So that's what we did. It meant we were going to spend more money than originally budgeted on the flip, but we saw it as interesting or something we should go after, and you'll see sort of the results at the end. What this would allow us to do is a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Right, the half bath would actually be in the master bedroom. So the parents, if you will, the adults, would have their own half bath, while the kids have their own, which was what we thought. 3 bedrooms rent faster than 2s. And 1.5s, rent faster than 1s, and most importantly, rent is increased, values increased, and the vacancy factor will be a lot less. So, lots of upside. And again, taking this blank canvas and going after it was something we wanted to do. So I only had a couple of pics of the before, just because it was so disgusting. I actually didn't want to go through all of it. There it is on the left. It's that sort of white and blue trim. You could sort of get a taste for the trash. That's the front yard. The backyard was 10 times as bad. The inside was disgusting as well. You can just see one of the bedrooms here, and that was probably the cleanest room, if you can believe that. It just trash, and maybe I'm using trash as the wrong word. Maybe it was valuable to someone, but they didn't keep it, and so it ended up being trash. But now we're going to go ahead and look at what we turned this what I always saw as a blank canvas into. So first off, we painted the house. We got it from that white and blue to sort of the standards for that part of the city, which is a lot more brown and white tones. We gutted the bathroom. It was horrible. I mean, it was probably the worst bathroom I'd ever seen. I'm not even sure there was running water in there. These people were they were using the tub for other things, if you know what I mean. But there you go. We just gutted it, threw it all away, and built a brand new bathroom. And you can see the toilet sort of on the front of this picture, not quite in view, but it's there, trust me. And again, all new fixtures, all new flooring, threw in a nice accent wall and the like. There's the half bath on the left that we added in the master bedroom, and there is your brand new kitchen. It was that old kitchen was disgusting, to say the least. So we just gutted it, threw it all away, and put all new appliances, or put in new fixtures and new counters and high, putting cabinets up top. And now it is a beautiful kitchen. And then lastly, this says we added the laminate flooring. It kind of looks like hardwood floor throughout, except the bedrooms have bedrooms do have carpet, but hardwood throughout. This actually is something we like to do in our rentals because it actually keeps the maintenance lower as units turn. Right, it's easier to replace a bedroom carpet than the entire house. So again, what did we do? We added a bedroom, added a half bath, laminate floors, painted inside and out, new kitchen, gutted the full baths, added new light ceiling fans, new fence front and back, and all of this means that where we might have gotten 800, maybe 825, 850, now we're going to get at least 1,000, and there's every chance we might do 1,050 or 1,100. And then most importantly, while we blew out our budget, we went about $10,000 over. We dramatically increased the value of the property. We spent 10 to make 20 or 25. So this, I call this the gamble paid off, and just shows you the kind of stuff when you partner with me, what I do with my part of the equation, right? So again, if you remember the story, I buy these things, these ugly ducklings, with my cash. I work with my friends and family to put a first note on them, and then I invest my capital to do the repairs. So all the repairs were done on my dime, and then of course when we sell this, the investor that's a part of this with me gets a portion of the profit. So hope you like that. It was a lot of fun, and on to the next one. In the end, do me a favor, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like, leave a comment or a question below, and if you can, share these videos with friends and family, as we'd like to see the subscriber growth take off. Have a great day.